For a particular reason, this golf club sold in 1 hour, and I looked at start time and the end time. It was about 1 hour, and I bought that in that same bulk lot that I got all this golf clubs from, and it sold for. Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Casey, also known as Carolina Thrifter here on YouTube. Hey guys, in today's video I'm going to share with you some fast selling items that I sold myself on eBay, and then at the end I got one on Facebook Marketplace. These are 20 items. These items didn't last no more than 2 weeks. I think maybe one or two of them were 2 weeks, and most of them were like within days, and then I got even a few of them that lasted a few hours. So guys, if y'all new to my channel, what I do when I do a what sold video is I will throw the sold comps in the screen for you for clarity, kind of give you an idea of how I listed the item and the description, and also shows you the sold. So guys, I'm gonna dive right into it and get into the first item. And guys, the first item that I sold, it was a King Cobra S9 iron set. This is the iron set I just picked up on my last video. It's a S9 equipped it with Reflex graphite shafts. I picked them up for $85 and I sold them for $299 plus shipping. I'm trying to remember it. I have a cheat sheet right here. So guys, if you see me going back and forth, I'm sorry, I'm not perfect. But next item we got is the Timberland Pro slip resistant shoes. I just picked these up at the yard sale, I think last weekend. Yeah, last weekend. I paid $3 for them. And like I was saying, I don't have any doubt, I have a lot of confidence anytime I get slip resistant shoes that are in good shape that I can sell them. And I paid $3 for them, and they sold for 30 bucks, I think. 35 bucks plus shipping, and they sold in that day, and I listed it. So slip resistant shoes, good shape, do sell very well. Alright guys, next I got is a Wilson Tour Special 2. This is what you call a Napa style blade putter. Really cool putter, and they're very, they're kind of collectible and they're highly sought after. A lot of people like to restore these. But this sold for 35 bucks, I think. No, 30 plus shipping. I listed it, it sold in 1 day. Alright guys, so next up we got is a Taylormade Rocketballz 3 wood. Now Taylormade makes the RBZ models stage 1 and stage 2. This was stage 2, and I actually use these myself in my bag, and they hit very well. This 3 wood sold for $95 plus shipping. I paid 15 bucks for this at a yard sale, and it sold within 2 days. So they do sell very fast. So alright guys, next up, this is a really cool club that I sold. It didn't take long. It took like 5 days to sell this. It's called the Superstick. It's an adjustable golf club where you can like actually adjust this club to play any lofted or any golf club you want. So you only need one club in the bag. So very popular. There is an issue with this club though. It would not collapse, so it did decrease the value some. I got that from the guy I literally ran to the yard sale on. He sold me that club for 15 bucks. And I sold it for 60 plus shipping. That club is a really big bolo in golf. If you ever find that, they are highly sought after. There's not many out there, and I have found a few. But this one sold for $60 plus shipping and took, I think, 3 or 4 days to sell. Like I said, alright guys, next up I sold was a Cleveland Hybrid set. This is like a really big, thick hybrid set that Cleveland makes. They're very popular, especially if you sell them in singles. But I got this in a set from, I think it was Played Against Sports. They had a clearance sale going on, and I paid $85 for these. So I did pay up, knowing that I would make some quick money. So within 1 day I sold these for $200 plus shipping. So those do sell fast. If you ever find a Cleveland high board with that name on it, where it be the driver, the hybrids, or the irons, like in my case, I would pick those up, even if you got to pay up for them like I did. So I paid $85 and I sold them for $200 plus shipping. It was a really good sale. Alright guys, next up I have some more slip resistant shoes. These are Skechers slip resistance with the cat theme print on it. Y'all may have saw one of my yard sale videos not too long ago. I paid $2 for these, and I sold them for I think $22 or $23. These sold within I think like a few days. I wrote it down. I sold them in 5 days. So alright guys, next I sold was a Ping Discover cart bag. So if y'all don't know, Ping is a really good name of golf to pick up. And this particular bag was selling very decently on eBay, and this one sold within 3 days. And I sold it for $75 plus shipping. It went, I think, FedEx. And I think the buyer, yeah, he paid the shipping. It was like 50 bucks in shipping on this thing. But no, it wasn't that much. It's like 30, 40. But anyway, Ping Discover cart bag. A cart bag usually has about 14 slots in it. That does increase the value if you get the slotted bags. So definitely be on the lookout for slotted bags. And Ping is a good name to pick up. $75. I had that in a bulk deal, so I didn't have any money in that. So it was all profit. Alright guys, so next up we got is a Need for Speed Underground. I just picked this up I think a week or two ago in that bulk game lot. I paid 10 bucks for it. If you want to go back and watch the video, of course I just bought all the games and stuff. I knew there might be one jewel in there, And this was the jewel. It was Need for Speed Most Wanted for Xbox 360. The game case was cracked. The game played. I have an Xbox 360 to test it, and it sold that day, I believe. Did I sell that day? Yeah, so that day for $40 with free shipping. So definitely a good game to be on the lookout for if you can ever find it. Alright guys, next sale I got is a Callaway XJ set. This is a Callaway Junior Set that I picked up probably about, I think about a month ago. I don't know, it wasn't that long ago. It was in a yard sale video, but once I listed it, it sold very fast. I want to say it sold in 4 days is what I sold it for. And it sold for $125 plus shipping, and I paid $10 for it. And it was missing the putter, but it had the bag and a few irons and then the driver and the woods in it. So definitely a fast selling item if you can find the kids Callaway or even like the King Cobra Ricky Fowler Junior Sets. They sell very fast on eBay or any other market that you put them on. I sold them on eBay, and like I said, I sold them for $125 plus shipping. So it was a good sale with some good profit. Next item we got is the orange whip trainer. This thing I have never seen before. I saw it and played again when I was looking for clearance items, and they had this in there and they wanted $7. So I think with tax I ended up with $7 or $9 into it. But once I looked it up, brand new, these things sold for like $100. I sold mine for $50 plus shipping I think that day. Yeah, so in one day for $50 plus shipping. So alright guys, next up was really cool. I actually picked this up in a Goodwill for $16. This was a Callaway, I can't say it right, Callaway Pilsner Urquell bag. That's a beer. It was a beer themed bag. Anytime you see beer theme on bags, I would pick them up, and I knew to pick this one up. So Callaway is already a good name to pick up in golf. And it's a cart bag, which like I was telling you earlier about the ping bag, it's got 14 slots in it, but it had that beer brand on it. And I had a guy shoot me an offer for $125 that day, and I did take it, and I paid $16 with some clubs in it, and I made some pretty decent profits. So, alright guys, next up we got is a Cleveland TA3 Gunmetal iron set. This set here I got in that bulk deal. This is the Gunmetal set, so anytime you ever see a black finish on the golf clubs, you can call that gunmetal. And these sold for $225 plus shipping. I think I don't have anything in this. That was part of that bulk deal that I paid him like $300 for, and all profit. And it sold in like 3 days, so it wasn't a bad sale, and they sold very fast. All right, guys. The next item I got is a Greenlee Slug Buster. This is like something for electrical equipment that you use, a tool for electrical stuff, like I guess drilling into PCV piping. I can't even say that right. Anyway, it's not my area of expertise. I bought this at a yard sale. It was sealed, and he wanted $25. I knew I could sell it fast. It did. It sold the next day. I actually had a lot of watchers and people giving me offers on it, and I sold it for $200 plus shipping the next day after listing it. So anytime I see seal tools and they don't want a whole lot of money, it's kind of like a no-brainer. I wouldn't even look it up. I would just pick it up. I did. All right, guys. Next item up is a HOKA Bundy 6 shoes. Now, if you don't know, HOKA is a really good name of shoes to pick up. Anytime I find these, I can get them cheap. I sell them fast. And this one sold that, I think this sold in hours. This sold in 6 hours. I looked at the start time date on this in the end. Sold in 6 hours for $59.99. Yeah, $59.99. I paid $3 for them at a yard sale. So HOKAs do sell very fast, and when they're in this type of condition, they sell even faster, like in 6 hours faster. So it was a good sale. Alright guys, next item up is the Wilson Reflex irons. So I always say look for a Wilson stab. This isn't even Wilson stab. This is just regular Wilson stuff, department store branded golf clubs. And those clubs have actually found their way into the market now, where I normally didn't see them selling. They do sell very well now. These sold for $100 plus shipping. And I got them in that big bulk deal back at that yard sale where I literally ran to the yard sale. So I got those sold those for $100. I have nothing in those, and they sold like in 3 days. I had watchers, like 14 watchers before this thing ended. And it sold for the asking price that I asked, which was $100. Next item up is the C3I Pitching Wedge, or Sand Wedge. It's got a 65-degree loft to it. This club is very popular. It's a little gimmick club, demo club, whatever you want to call it. You buy off an info commercial, and I think I paid like $3 for this club, and I sold it for, I think, $60. Is that what I sold it for? I mean, I'm throwing the comp in the screen. Yeah, it sold for $60 plus shipping. A very big bolo golf club to look after if you want to find one that sells fast, because it sold in 3 days. And I love finding these. They do sell very well and make a lot of profit if you can find them cheap. Alright, next golf club I got is a Taylormade Burner 7-wood. Now Taylormade makes a lot of burner clubs as their submodel, but this particular club had the bubble shaft on it, and it was a 7-wood. For whatever particular reason, this golf club sold in 1 hour. And I looked at start time and the end time. It was about 1 hour. And I bought that in that same bulk lot that I got all this golf clubs from, and it sold for $34.99 plus shipping. Not a big lot of profit from that, but it sold in 1 hour, and that's why I'm sharing it. And anytime you get in the higher lofted woods like 7 and 9, and you get in some of the older golf clubs, they just don't make them no more. They didn't make many of them. They will sell fast. I mean, the values probably aren't too high on them, but for, you know, 2000, early 2000s model golf club selling for 35 bucks, that's excellent sale, so I will take it. Alright guys, last but not least, I did sell the dumbbells I picked up about, I think 3 weeks ago at that yard sale where I bought the Callaway golf clubs. This guy wanted 25 bucks for a set or a pair of 40-pound dumbbells. And those things comped on eBay for about, I think, $120 to $180 plus shipping. And the shipping's outrageous. You're 80 pounds, so you probably have to ship that ground shipping. However, I didn't want to deal with shipping on 80 pounds, so I ended up selling on the Facebook Marketplace for $90. So I will take that. I was, you know, all profit after subtracting the 25. So I made about $60 or more on that. So wasn't a bad sale, and they sold, I think it took me like 2 weeks to sell those. So all these were really fast items that I sold. Guys, I hope y'all got a lot of good information out of this. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button. That does help my channel out tremendously. But guys, I appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya.